Welcome to Midcard Maniacs. I'm Jay.
I'm John.
And today we're doing our AEW Dynamite Fight for the Fallen predictions.
Yep.
Now, Fyter Fest was amazing, and it has really cemented AEW as a fantastic promotion. I know we've been AEW marks, but there's no denying, if you watch AEW, you watch any of the events that have happened in July 2021, you're going to be blown away. They're all great. I have high hopes for Fight for the Fallen because we've got some excellent matches ahead of us.
I'm loving every week, someone new's coming.
And I popped so hard for Nick Gage. Oh my God, as a fan of GCW, seeing him show up, and it blew my mind. And why don't we start with that? Nick Gage versus Chris Jericho as the Painmaker, who we've seen in New Japan before. I am so interested in this.
I'm glad one of us is. I'm terrified for Chris Jericho, if I'm being honest.
I'm terrified of him. If you are unfamiliar with Nick Gage, he is the most brutal person that you'll ever see. He does deathmatch wrestling, right? When David Arquette wanted to get into a ring, this is the most famous story, of course, where he punctured David Arquette's jugular and almost killed him because he was bleeding all over the place. And I'm MDK all fucking day, okay? I love him, but he's crazy. He will do whatever the fuck he wants because he wants to put on a show. He loves his fans, so everything he does, he goes to the limits. Moxley was talking about fighting him once, and he took a pizza cutter to his mouth, and he's like, oh no, Nick Gage was really getting into it, and he cut my mouth open with a pizza cutter. This is part of MJF's, the labors of Jericho, so that Jericho can fight MJF eventually if he gets through all of these. If this is number 2, what the fuck is number 3?
I don't know. This is the worst thing ever. I hope nothing bad happens. If we're gonna predict the match, Jericho's gonna win, but let's just hope nothing bad happens.
I'm really, really nervous about it. Not only from Jericho actually getting hurt because, well, I don't know if they're gonna have light tubes and stuff that he would usually use, but you can't have him talk. You can't have Nick Gage talk because he says the F word all day. So I'm concerned for AEW just having Nick Gage on live TV, just in general.
When you see Gage versus Cardona, you're like, okay, I think Matt Cardona, he's a little younger. He could probably take a couple of hardcore cuts and bruises. But I'm worried for Jericho. I think if he gets really cut open, it's not gonna go good for him.
The match is gonna be crazy and everyone's gonna be on the edge of their seats, and you're not gonna wanna look away because something fucked could happen. But Jericho's gotta win. Next up, we've got a highly anticipated match that people have been asking for, and I'm shocked that it's gonna be on Dynamite and not All Out. It's Santana and Ortiz versus FTR. I think FTR wins, and this is the start of just a feud between them. Well, not a start, but continuing this feud to eventually have Santana and Ortiz win in New York.
The Inner Circle has been really one-upping everyone from the Pinnacle. And FTR really, they haven't done much. They went from winning all these tag matches, being the champs, and now they're just kind of background guys. Santana and Ortiz, they have the underdog feel right now where the sympathy is there. And if they lose, you're gonna wanna watch the story progress. You're gonna wanna watch the chase for them to have their moment. And I completely agree. It's gotta happen in their hometown. FTR has taken this one, whether it's by shenanigans with Tully doing something, just so that it's not a clean victory for them. But even if it is, they're both really good tag teams.
Yeah.
So it's believable to see one of them get pinned.
I think Santana and Ortiz are going to get the titles. They're probably next in line for the titles. I think Young Bucks lose it to FTR, and then Santana and Ortiz win it off FTR nearly immediately.
See, I'm really hoping that the Dark Order gets it next.
We'll see, but we're both on FTR only because we think that Santana and Ortiz are going to win this series in New York. Talking about the Dark Order, we've got a match that we didn't think would also be on Dynamite. The Elite versus the Dark Order, headed by Hangman Page. Dark Order is going to be Reynolds, Silver on his debut back.
Oh, our Johnny Hungy.
Super Smash Bros, which are Stu Grayson and Evil Uno, and everyone's favorite cowboy, Hangman Page. And obviously you know who the Elite are. Just a bunch of champs, actually.
You know what? Which I think would be so awesome storyline-wise, because we've got 2 sets of tag teams and 1 singles champion. So just imagine that transition of Grayson and Evil Uno taking the Impact titles, and Reynolds and Silver taking the AEW tag titles, and Hangman Adam Page taking the AEW title, and then you get Preston Vance taking the TNT title off Miro. Oh, it would be so good. And Anna Jay comes back and takes the title off of Britt Baker.
And poor Alan Angels is just sulking in the corner and becomes the second coming of Hangman Page. This is a 2 year storyline. Here you go, AEW. TK, send us the money. Beaver Boys aren't winning the fucking tag title.
Yes, they are. Johnny Hungy, and he's ready to do it.
Elite wins this. No, I'm gonna go with Dark Order, actually. It would be shocking. The look on Kenny Omega as he walks away like, are you kidding me? I think Dark Order is actually gonna win this because it's not for titles. It would really show that Dark Order is a force to be reckoned with, especially with Hangman Page, to build further into this storyline, which is already so good.
Yeah, Dark Order's winning. As much as I love the Elite, I think the shenanigans are going to be fantastic.
Oh yeah, and it's an elimination match. So obviously, we need to have everybody get eliminated and just have a nice showdown between Omega and Hangman, setting up for All Out.
I want to see John Silver and Omega. That's what I want to see as the final two. It'd be a huge shock to see Page get pinned and eliminated, and then it's all up to John Silver in his debut match for little guy to just be like running around and being the muscle. Think of the pop on that. Like, Hangman's gonna give you a pop regardless, but John Silver just taking out everyone. And you know Kazarian's gonna do something here. He's
the one who's gonna help the Dark Order.
Oh, I just want to see like
Silver last.
Oh, it would be the best.
That would be crazy. I don't think that's happening, but hey, I'm open for it. Let's go. Next up, we've got the new IWGP US Champion, Lance Archer, versus Hikuleo from Bullet Club, the son of Haku, the brother of G.O.D., Gorillas of Destiny.
This is going to be an interesting one because Archer just got the title. Does it make sense for him to hold this?
And I don't think that AEW has anything to do with this, right? Like, it's not up to Tony Khan to say, hey, New Japan, I am the one that's gonna show you how to do your storylines. No, this has everything to do with New Japan saying who they want to have the belts. So if they want Bullet Club to now have it and Lance Archer was just a transitional champ, that's possible because Bullet Club's super strong. They're all over the place though as well. So I think we're building up to a big invasion angle of Bullet Club, which could start with this match. So I think there's gonna be a DQ.
So do you think we're gonna have like Team Dynamite versus like the Bullet Club at some point?
I do.
See, and that's the thing. I always thought if the Bullet Club was gonna invade, it would be against the Elite.
You would have thought so, yeah. And it seemed like that, especially when if you watch Impact, Jay White was over there challenging Omega. I think it's going to be a whole event. I think that Tony Khan has said that on this Wednesday, he's announcing another live event. Everyone's saying it's going to be a UK tour. It could be a Canadian tour.
One would only hope it's a Canadian tour.
If I remember correctly, Tony Khan had said that he envisions having a quarterly supercard event on a Saturday that is almost like a pay-per-view. I think he's going to announce one of those supercard events, and it's going to be a Bullet Club versus AEW situation.
And you know what's interesting in this whole story, which is why I think the Elite going against the Bullet Club would be fantastic, only because of the Good Brothers and Carl Anderson being one of the like original. Like, you imagine Carl Anderson turning on the Elite to show his like true colors with the Bullet Club.
Chris Bay over on Impact just went Bullet Club. There's a lot of people that are already in the US from Bullet Club that this could just like work out. I'm certain Gorillas of Destiny, I've been saying it, they're gonna be here to back up their brother in this match.
You know, it'd be really insane. Imagine Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson and CM Punk to take on the Bullet Club.
That would be crazy.
And people love the Bullet Club, so it's hard to like say who would be the face.
I know, like you look at any wrestling crowd, there's Bullet Club shirts, whether they're genuine Bullet Clubs or like it's a Young Bucks shirt that looks like the Bullet Club, or
it's Cody's Bullet Club shirt.
Yeah, everybody's got a fucking Bullet Club shirt these days. We should make one. I don't know why we don't have one yet. Midcard Club.
The Midcard Club.
No one wants to be part of that club. That sucks. Anyway, back to this match. I think I'm sticking with DQ because there's no way that his brothers aren't coming. So Archer is going to win because of DQ. He's gonna get beaten up.
It's gonna be something like where they're gonna hold Jake Roberts like hostage. Tom is gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna kill this guy if you don't like quit this match right now.
Yeah, you're right.
Either Archer's gonna retain or he's gonna be forced to vacate the belt because Jake Roberts is in danger. solidifying him as the face that you think he is.
Yes, he's now transitioned from like the monster that kills everybody to he's still a monster, but he's a nice guy. He's like a gentle giant. This one's gonna be awesome. I'm really excited for what this turns out to be. And then finally, as far as announced matches are concerned at the time of recording, we've got Christian Cage, Jungle Boy, and Luchasaurus versus HFO. I want to pour one out for Marco Stunt. Poor Marco Stunt's being replaced by Christian Cage. I feel so bad for him because I see him like live tweeting like, oh, it looks fun over there. Like, glad you guys are having fun.
Christian is riding on top of Luchasaurus.
Yeah, and you can even see Jungle Boy feels weird about it, which is nice. It's going to build up the feud between Christian Cage and Jungle Boy, which we've assumed is going to happen at some point because they've been friendly, but you can see the jealousy, the seeds have been planted.
Like I said, the big Jungle Boy heel turn. But at the end of the day, Jurassic Express and Christian Cage are winning this match because how could they not?
Private Party was on such like a high. They were doing so well until Hardy stepped in.
I like their new look though.
And then we got what? Angelico. This is going to be a fine match. There might be shenanigans. Obviously, it's HFO. There's going to be shenanigans. We're going to have Blade and Bunny do some dumb shit at the side, I'm sure.
Yep, but don't worry, Orange Cassidy will make the save because that's what's gonna happen.
Because we're
like
building.
We're having all these like crazy cross-stable feuds that make no sense whatsoever, and Wheeler Yuta's gonna come out and do something like it's gonna be probably something ridiculous, which I kind of don't want. I literally just want to see Christian Cage kick ass.
I think Jurassic Express version 2 is gonna win.
Are you doing a Matt Hardy version 2.0?
Yeah, it is a version 2.0. Fucking, I'm so sad about Marco. I feel like he's on his way out of AEW, to be honest. He's barely had any matches.
That's what you think, but I'm throwing in the greatest build-up secret story that nobody saw coming. You feel bad for Marco, and he's been tweeting about how upset he is. Well, guess who's gonna cost Jurassic Express and Christian Cage this match? The newly bought Marco Stunt, a part of the HFO.
Oh.
Little Marco coming out in a suit, looking all like fancy.
I can see that.
And now like Matt Hardy has a little Marco. He has his little mini-me. Marco's his like new assistant.
That would actually be really awesome for him because he loves doing dumb shit and being like the little guy, little scrappy guy who can run in, cause some drama here and there, and get out really fast. I think that would work.
Yep, the whole like attack that built up to this match, it was all planned. Like Matt Hardy went to Marco and said, hey, go out of the ring. My guys are gonna like beat you up so we could build this up here to really like stick it to Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and Christian Cage. Hardy's gonna buy Marco. Marco is gonna join the faction. I mean, I'm still saying Christian Cage is going to win because I'm a Christian fan, but damn it, I would love to see this story go through.
Yeah, that sounds great, and I really want Marco to stick around. Do we have a prediction for what the women's match is going to be? Probably not Britt Baker. I would imagine she comes out for a promo.
Are we going to see some more Breast Friends and Blade?
Yeah, like if we're going to do that, we'll probably see Chris Statlander and the Bunny.
I would like Penelope Ford and the Bunny fight because they're my favorites.
I think they will probably get a Thunder Rosa because she's newly signed, full contract. Her and Yuka is kind of a cool match. I think that would be fun. We could get a returning Anna Jay.
Ty Conti. I'd like to see her go.
Maybe Anna Jay and Ty Conti return.
As a tag team?
Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen as far as the women's. By the time this video comes out, it's already been announced, so this is a wash.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's just going to be like, oh, Jade versus...
You're right. We haven't had Jade in a minute.
Yeah, Jade. Who else?
Jade versus Abaddon. Give me that.
That's
like the two people that they want to push to the moon, but
yeah,
like you would never predict that one. That would be too hard. I love that we want to see so many things happen, and there's like the roster for AEW is so fucking stacked, but there are so many like little dream situations that we're like, ooh, how about this? We've never seen this. Growing up with WWE is different because you've almost seen everybody fight each other, and many times. So to see like a new promotion with new wrestlers that probably have never faced each other unless they were on the indies together, I love it. I want to see Orange Cassidy versus Sting. Let's follow up on that shit. Let's go.
Now, are we going to get a debut? Every week we've had a debut now.
If Britt Baker does come to the ring to do a promo, I think Deonna Purrazzo comes out. Because they've been talking about fighting on Twitter. What do you guys think of our predictions, and what do you think is going to happen at Fight for the Fallen? What are the big surprises that you can expect? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Like this video, and if it's your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel, stay up to date with everything here on Midcard Maniacs.